Hey guys, hope everyone out there is having a great day. Back to using the MacBook for the video again. There was a little bit of a glitch the last time, but actually last time the video looked really good off of the iPad, or maybe it just looked better because my wife was in the video. But anyway, as I mentioned in the last, pardon, as I mentioned in the last video, my wife has successfully finished the citizenship interview. Doing the interview is not really that big of a deal. It was getting to the interview and having that, the delays and all that stuff, getting to the actual interview was really the challenge. The interview itself, no big deal. But I thought I would do a video quickly because some of you have asked me about her U.S. citizenship versus her citizenship in the Philippines and how that will be affected and what we could do in the future and those kind of things. So I'll share with you the way this works as of right now, the best that I understand it. I know that when my wife does her oath taking, we're waiting for the letter any day now to tell us when the oath taking ceremony is. But when my wife does the oath-taking ceremony, then she will be relinquishing her Filipino passport, and she will be also basically revoking her citizenship to the Philippines, at least temporarily. Now, why do I say temporarily? Well, my wife, because she was born in the Philippines, she is eligible for dual citizenship. Now, I don't know if the Philippines has dual citizenship agreements with all countries, or I don't know how all that works, but I know that many Filipino Americans, native born Filipinos who acquire American citizenship, go back and get what's called dual citizenship. And from what I understand, it's not really that difficult. You've got you get your American citizenship, and we're also going to get a passport for her and all that good stuff. But if we want to, then she can approach one of the Philippine embassies here in the United States, and she does some kind of gives them some documents and does some type of little oath taking, and she can become a dual citizen. And if I understand things correctly, then our children also could avail of that if they wanted to. Our children could become dual citizens of America and the Philippines if they so desired. They'll obviously be automatically American citizens because they would be born here. But that's kind of answers that question, hopefully, that some of you had about her becoming a U.S. citizen and how that would affect her relationship with the Philippines. Now, another thing that I'll add here too is before I have mentioned the Balikbayan privilege, and the Balikbayan privilege is a type of, I guess you could call it a type of visa, where when you're coming to the Philippines and if you're a native-born Philippine citizen, even if you're now a citizen of another country, you can request a Balikbayan visa, which means that you're allowed to stay in the country for a year with no fees. And the same would be true for family members who are with you. So for example, last time when we went to the Philippines, I mentioned this, I stayed under the Balikbayan privilege, which means I could have stayed there a year if I wanted to. So the same would go for us now. If we were to go back to the Philippines after my wife gets her American passport, we could get a Balikbayan privilege for both of us and stay there a year basically with no questions asked. And so those are just some of the issues that come up with my wife being a U.S. citizen. Now, do we plan on getting dual citizenship for her? We probably will at some point, but it's simply not that much of a priority for us right now. So hopefully this just answers some of the questions that some of you have asked me before. And one final thing, I know I've talked about this before too, but since I was not born in the Philippines, I could never, as the laws stand right now, I could not become a Filipino citizen. but I could get a permanent resident visa if someday we were to move back there. We're not really planning on that right now, but just kind of just sharing with you some of the implications of my wife getting getting her American citizenship. So hope this helps to answer some of your questions. If you have anything that you want to add, you're welcome to put that in the comments.